Hello, everybody. It's the Gaming Optimist, and today I'm talking about Street Fighter Alpha 3. I beat this one. The conclusion to the Alpha series is the best, with new characters and levels added just like the last one. Also, just like the last one, the gameplay is what kept me satisfied. Sadly, this is it for the Alpha series, but there's still more Street Fighter games to be played. As we'll talk about next week, where we're going to continue the Street Fighter saga up like to the games that I've played, which is like one more. Um, let's see. Game brings back all 18 of the characters that appeared in Street Fighter Alpha 2. As with the previous Alpha title, several characters were added to the game. Cammy, who was previously featured in the console exclusive Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold. E Honda, Blanca, Balrog, and Vega. Oh yeah, and the Street Fighter Alpha anthology has Alpha 2 Gold. I didn't play that one because I was like, or I might have played that one instead of the regular one. I don't know. E Honda, Blanca, Balrog, and Vega. New characters introduced in Alpha 3 include R. Mika, also known as Rainbow Mika. Rainbow Mika. Jesus. Japanese female wrestler who idolizes Zangief. Karen, Sakura's rival who was first introduced in the Street Fighter manga. Sakura Gambaru by Masahiro Nakahira. Cody from Final Fight. Cody, hey! Fucking love anyone named Cody. Who has since become an escaped convict. Yeah, he got way too into fighting people in the streets and he got arrested and now he's kind of like a good bad guy. And Julie and Junie, two of Shadowloo's dolls who serve as Bison's assassins and guards. The PlayStation version adds the remaining characters introduced in Street Fighter 2: DJ, Fei Long, and T Hawk, Thunderhawk, along with Guile from Street Fighter 2 and Evil Ryu and Shin Akuma from Street Fighter Alpha 2, the latter three being unlockable. Sega Saturn and Dreamcast versions move Guile to the default roster. The more powerful version of M. Bison, who is the true final boss of Alpha 3 with the final M. Bison, is also playable. Blah, blah, blah. What's the story though? Is this like also a remake? I think it's just a remake as well. Like the Alpha, Street Fighter Alpha is what takes place between 1 and 2. And there are 3 games in the Alpha series stretching out the character roster, but that's it. Like there's no story, like big story. So it's kind of like Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Those 3 games they stretch out the character roster, and I don't think they introduce some new areas here and there, some new levels, arenas. But it's all one story. So that makes more sense to my dumb brain. Going back to the anthology, what else do they have? Yes, Street Fighter Alpha 2 Gold. Yes. There's secret features in this as well. Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper, based on an updated arcade version of Alpha 3 released in Japan that includes the extended character roster from the console version of the game. Neither the original Alpha 3 nor Alpha 3 Upper includes a World Tour mode introduced in the PlayStation version of Alpha 3, nor any of the additional characters in Alpha 3 Max, the portable versions of Alpha 3. So that you can unlock Street Fighter Alpha 3 Upper with the bonus characters. Additionally, after the player completes all the default games, as well as Alpha 3 Upper at least once, a second secret game titled Hyper Street Fighter Alpha will become available. Based on the same concept employed in Dark Sakura's Chronicle and Hyper Street Fighter 2, um, what? Hyper Alpha is a versus training mode only version of Alpha 3 where the player can select between different versions of the characters featured in the Alpha games. Hyper Alpha also features secret fighting styles in addition to the ones featured in Alpha 3, as well as a soundtrack that not only spans the Alpha series, but includes music from the earlier Street Fighter 2 and Final Fight games. That's cool if you like to fucking play training mode and versus only. I mean, what the fuck though? Um, but yeah, so next week we're gonna go back on the main quest of Capcom Classics Collection, and then near the end, after I finish that, then I'm gonna do the last game in the Street Fighter Alpha anthology. I've decided that just a second ago that's what I'm gonna do because I was like, maybe I should just get the Alpha anthology out of the way, but then that fucks up the chronology of the Street Fighter game. So I'm gonna talk about Street Fighter 2 next week. You guys have a good one. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Street Fighter 3 was the one that I played as a kid. This is the one that I absolutely played. Flipping loved it. It was really good. So yeah, you guys have a good one. Thank you for watching and take care.